Let's rock and roll. First thing we're going to talk about is the situation, where am I now and where I need to be, okay? Before that, how do you like the event? Is it cool? Let's rock and roll. So, the path, where am I now and where do I want to go to the future? So first example, let's talk about the where am I now, okay? This comes from working with 2,100 clients. This comes from working with and having guests on my podcast who are doing 1 million to 250 million per year. And this comes from events, networking, paying masterminds, tens of thousands of euros, and networking with multiple peoples in different industries from Australia, from America, from UK, from Europe, etc. Okay? The first idea, the first concept is hockey game. Let's imagine Latvia is playing United States. And we know this game. Maybe some of you don't, but many of you probably do know. Let's imagine we are home team. So we are Latvia. And let's imagine it's 3-2. So United States, it's 2 goals behind. And we have 2 guys in the penalties. How do we play? How does Latvia play? Offensive or defensive? What do you think? So Latvia is 3 goals and America is 2. We have guys in the boxes, in penalties, so we're like short-handed. How does Latvia play? Offensive or defensive? Defensive, right? Yeah, right? Makes sense. We want to save the position, right? We want to save our leadership, being in front, right? Okay, because of the scoreboard, right? You see the score, it makes sense, right? Okay, let me give you an idea. This is Pakistan versus Australia. We're playing cricket. How does Australia need to play to win this game? Huh? Nobody knows, right? Why, right? How to win if you do not know the score? How to run a business if you don't have scoreboards? I will give you an exercise right now to help you with this, right? Because business is just like hockey or cricket. It has scoreboards. This is one example of a scoreboard. This is our scoreboard for closers, just specific people who are enrolling new clients. So we have a scoreboard for them. We're tracking weekly cash collected, how many meetings were done, how many new deals were closed, what was the closing rate. Weekly, this is a scoreboard. Then we have a scoreboard for our setting team. Setting team are people who are booking appointments, right? We have a scoreboard for that as well. So we can see and know, are we winning or are we losing? Make sense? Yes or no? For paid ads, the same way. We have a scoreboard for paid ads. So we know, okay, how many clicks, how much is the cost per click, how many conversions, what's the cost per conversion, how many meetings booked. Again, scoreboard. Big companies, your company, still, if you do 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, still, you need this, right? You need to have a P&L scoreboard for your company. How much is your income? How much is your cost? How much is your gross profit? In Latvian, it's like brutto peļņa, right? You need to know that. Because the concept you need to remember is data gives you insights on what types of actions to take, right? Just like hockey game. You said Latvia needs to play defensive. Why? Because you guys know the score, right? For your teams, your team members need to know the score. You as an owner, you as a manager need to know the score so that you can win. Otherwise you can't. Let's do an experiment, an exercise. So on your workbooks, there should be, sir, can I take this please? There should be this exercise here. So open that up right now. Open that up please right now. And let's write it in. So this is my actual score for myself, for our company, but let's do it for you as well right now. So it is a 90-second job, 90 seconds. So write in Last month's results, last month. So right now we have October, write in last month's results, September, right? So write in ad spend, how many leads, total new leads, how many meetings did you do, well, how many new clients did you onboard, write it in right now. And if you don't know, guys, if you don't know, you write like cricket. You write question marks. I don't know, right? Like cricket, you don't know. So write in if you don't know also. I just want you to write in what you know, and what you don't know, just write a question mark. Just a question mark, right? If you don't spend money on ads, it's okay, just put like minus or something. But put in new leads. What is a lead? A lead is a potential customer, somebody who showed interest, somebody who wrote you a message, somebody that called your business, somebody that sent you an email. A lead is an interested person in your company, what you have to offer, okay? Next thing, sales. How many meetings done? How many closes, new clients? Average deal size? How much cash collected last month? Write it in fast. Do it fast, guys. And finances, write in how much was your income, total money collected per month in your company or the thing you're doing. Labor costs means how much did you pay salaries. Marketing expense means what other marketing expenses did you have that month. Overhead means your fixed costs like office, coffee, maybe like you rent a place, so something like that, okay? And then total expenses. And then you should come up with a number for profit, and then you can do the percent, which is profit percent. You need a calculator, so that you will do a little bit later. So do it right now. I'll give you like 20 seconds. Let's go. Let's rock on loudest. Let's put on music a little bit. Okay, so do as much as you can, and let me continue, okay? So typically, most of us, most businesses, and me as included, we have problems in 4 things, basically. We can have problems in marketing. Some of you maybe wrote 0 leads, maybe 5 leads, maybe 10 leads. That is a problem. You will not grow a big business with like 10 or 50 leads per month. You can't do it, basically, right? Sales. Some of you have a sales problem, which that means is, like, I have like 20 meetings and I have 1 client. That is a sales issue, sales problem. Some of you might have a product problem, like a product problem. I cannot deliver. It's like I only can do 1 job per month. That is a product problem, okay? Or 4th, you can have a financial problem, like my labor cost is too high. I don't have any profit. I'm just like in the trenches. I'm working the business. I cannot hire people because there's no margin. That could be a finance problem, okay? Let me make it even more clear, okay? So these are the typical problems. Who of you has no data? Your problem is data. Who has a problem of data? Okay. Like a lot of you have data. I'm happy for you guys. So some of you, most likely, lead problem, show-up rate problem. It's like people not coming to the meetings, but most of you probably, that's not the case typically. Poor closing rate, not ability to close deals. So you're meeting 10 people, only 1 person buys. And then the financial aspect, as I said, lack of profitability, lack of profitability regarding ads or labor. Ads meaning, oh my God, I'm spending 100 euros and I'm getting 100 euros back. That is an ads problem, okay? Or a back-end problem for your business. But many times, guys, first of all, you need to know your numbers. You need to track your numbers. And second of all, you just have to do it. You just have to be more bold, a little bit more aggressive, and things are gonna pan out and work out. About leads, guys, about leads. I have interviewed many people. We have many customers, many clients we're working. This is a thing I have seen. So if you're getting below 100 leads per month, most likely the business is doing less than 3,000 or around 3,000 per month. If the business has 1,000 leads per month plus new coming in, the business is more likely doing 100K plus per month. And here you can see the brackets which I laid out, right? This is my experience. This is from our clients. This is just like me sharing these things, okay? If you're selling, let's say, tractors, okay, then maybe this doesn't apply to you because you can have 2 leads. One of them buys a tractor for 300,000, like 2 Lamborghinis, and you're fine, right? This is not the case, right? This is for typical service businesses, consulting businesses, types of these, okay? So now that you're clear on where you are now, let me give you the second example to make sure you're clear about where do we want to go, okay? The question is, how do you get to Gusau? How do you get to Gusau? How do you get to Gusau? What is Gusau, right? Right? Like, many of us, we don't know where we're going, right? Because if I explain to you, Gusau is a city, a beautiful city in Austria. Wow, we're like, oh shit, I know. I can ride a bike there. I can take a car there. I can fly there. I can, I don't know, like walk there if I want. Or some of you crazy guys, I can run there, right? But you immediately have a plan, right? Makes sense, right? As soon as you know where you want to go, you can have like a plan on how to get there. That is the exercise I want to give you, and that exercise is called the Polaris Star. I love this saying. This is something we teach our clients. This is something we do with ourselves as well. So right now, I want you to think, what is one most important goal for me, which I would love to hit in the next 3, 6, 12 months that can help me to achieve my other goals, help me in life? What is your Polaris Star? There should be an exercise where you should write in, what is my Polaris Star? What is my Polaris Star? A specific number, specific thing, the amount of clients you're making, the amount of money you're making, the amount of sales you're getting, a specific thing. What is your Polaris Star? Because otherwise, if you don't do it, you're just like in my last example when I said how to get to Gusau. You're like, I don't know. What is Gusau? The same thing applies to us individually every day. We need to be clear where we want to get so that we can develop some plan, some ideas, some numbers, so we can actually get there. Otherwise, you know what? We'll end up wherever we end up. And that's maybe not what you want to do. So write in, what is my Polaris Star? What is the outcome, the goal I want to achieve? After that, below there, write 3 to 5 key milestones, key things you need to achieve, do, so that this Polaris Star can be achievable. So these are like, think about it like sub-goals. These are sub-goals of my main goal. Let me show you mine. So my Polaris Star right now is to build my business so it makes 300K top line per month. That's my goal, right? That's my goal. And I'm sharing it with you. And it's fine. You know why? I want to put pressure on myself, you know? I want to put pressure on myself, right? I want to grow. I want to get uncomfortable. Because I know when you're uncomfortable, that's when you grow. Most of us are too soft. We need to be uncomfortable. So write it in, guys. And it's okay if you don't hit it. You know why? Because you're going to change, adapt, and then you're going to hit it. That's the thing. Write in your 3 to 5 main goals, sub-goals below the Polaris Star. Who has already done it? Who did it right now? Guys, write in. Let's take some minutes. Let's do it, guys. Think about what are my sub-goals from my main goal, which I need to hit to achieve my Polaris Star. What things I will do so that my Polaris Star gets achieved. Or it's more likely that I will achieve it, right? Write that in. Don't be shy. Write it in. You're putting a stamp on what you want to achieve, right? You're making a claim. You're saying, I want to do this.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
Write it in. Because for most of us, this does not work. I want to grow. I want more. We go with my buddy, Christians, my bicep buddy. He has bigger biceps than me, by the way. Yeah, we measured it. So we also, when we go to the gym, some people come to us and we're like, what do you want? Oh, I want to be more healthy. No. What do you want? What's the outcome? What's the target? You want to get leaner. How much body fat? How much % of lean muscle mass? How much kilograms you want to weigh? How much can you do? What's your size measurement goals? Like, you need to be specific, right? And a specific thing that I have set for myself is to get to 10% body fat. And you know what I do? I keep myself accountable. And you know how? Every time I eat, what do I send you? So every time I eat, I send him a picture of my meal. So he's like accountability for me. And I'm doing accountability for him in different ways, different things, right? But I'm keeping myself accountable. I want you right now also to be accountable. Write it in. Don't be shy. Show it also to your colleague. Don't be shy. Like, don't be shy. Shyness is not going to get you everywhere, not going to get you far, okay? So now that it is clear that the future, we want to get here. We know where we are currently. So let me give you the 5 things that I have kind of thought through, thinked. These are not things from Wikipedia or Google. These are actual things. Working with many customers, many clients, and growing my own business, I was thinking, okay, what are the 5 big movers, what you can do, work on, that will make you grow the company? So, this also, you should be a worksheet where you can write it in, because I'm going to ask you guys, So the first one, the first biggest mover, it is traffic, it is leads, it is lead flow. That is the biggest mover. You cannot grow a business if nobody comes to you and is like, hey, Christians, what did they do? How can I buy? You can't do it. You're not going to grow. First, number thing, leads. You need to get leads, traffic, lead flow, traffic. Number one. And those are not just leads. These are people who are interested in what you have to offer, right? Because I can scrape databases, I can cold call. This is not the same. I mean, people coming to you to like, hey, Nix, how can I buy your stuff? What it is that you offer, okay? Second mover. It is your sales process. It is the sales process. It is your ability to take a stranger or someone who's interested and turn them into a paying client. That's number 2, the sales process. Number 3, what is big mover? Is pricing, how you price your services, right? You here saw Arthur's, right? But maybe you don't know, Arthur's lowest price for his services starts at 30,000 euros. Let me repeat that. Lowest cost for his services start at 30,000. He has clients paying him $500,000 per month. $500,000 per year, I think, right? Something like that, right? Okay, makes sense? Makes sense? Pricing, very important. Number 4, it is to add massive value to your clients. Over-deliver, give more than expected. That's what I'm doing currently with you guys. I'm like trying to over-deliver. I took 3 months to prepare all of this. I took, like you see the notebooks, like what I wrote. All of these things are the small details I'm adding to your kind of experience. So I'm adding massive value. And last thing, this is what many people forget. It is the expansion process, expanding, which means from your existing customers, getting more out of them, more customers, more referrals, more reactivation. What does reactivation mean? It means some of your clients maybe bought 2 years ago, but they're not active right now. You could take an action, like a physical thing, call them up, say, hey, how you doing? How's business? How's life? Maybe you're interested. We have evolved, we have adopted, and we have a new service for you. Would you be open to talk about it? Oh yeah, sure, why not? Boom. A reactivated customer, an activity you can do specifically to make more sales. So, what are the 5 movers? First one, what is the first one? Okay. What is the second one? You guys at the back, what is the second one? I think that guy doesn't talk. What's the second thing? What's the second one? More, guys, a little more. What's the second one? Okay, what's the third one? A little bit louder, guys. What's the third one? Okay. What's number 4? Everybody, what's number 4? Number 5. What's number 5? A little bit more. Number 5. What is number 5? Expanding, right? Expanding. Okay? Okay. That was the first part of my presentation.